So this is using some cylinders with a balloon inflation, and then having gravity set to go one way, and then having the ball with another gravity going the opposite way, so it drops. Quite a nice effect. Let's start with a new screen completely, and I'll show you how we set this up. So let's go here. Right, so yeah, I thought it's quite a nice idea mixing gravities together. So what we do is we get like a plane like that. Let's go to ground shading with lines. Basically, we're going to clone some, where is it? Cylinders. All right, let's make those a bit thinner. Let's lift them up so they're above, somewhere there. We need more height segments so they wave around like that. A few more on the rotations as well. Right, let's drop that into a cloner. So you press Alt, drop that into a cloner, and let's just bring these a little bit closer together. So that might be, let's maybe a little bit closer, so they're sort of nearly touching. And then let's just add another, like 5 by 5, something like that. Okay. So what we want to do, we want to add on the cloner. We want to right click and we want to add a balloon. And we go to balloon, and we want these to inflate quite big, like a 7, over a longer amount of time, so say 120 frames. Right, so they're going to gradually inflate over time. Now the only problem we've got here, if I just press play, is they're basically just going to drop down at the moment, because we've got, let's just check the gravity in the scene. Yeah, we've got gravity on. Now we want the gravity to go the other way. We want these to rise up rather than fall down. Now we're going to put on, say, plus 200, so the gravity will go up. Okay, so they're lifting off and inflating. Now obviously we don't want them to lift off, we want them to stay on the ground. So I've got a little trick we can do here to keep them on the ground. If we just make this plane a bit smaller, we don't need to have it quite as big, like that, just so it's on the base. And what we have to do, we have to right click and we have to put a cloth tag on the base. But to stop it acting like cloth, we go to mix animation and we check with pins. So it's going to 100% pin this down and not act as cloth. But it will have the cloth tag is what we need. Now we right click and we add a connector. Right, and we're going to connect these objects here, which have also got a cloth tag on, so everything's got a cloth tag on. So on here, we just click update live, just go in close and I'll show you what's happening. And then if we increase this search radius, you'll see these yellow threads starting to appear. And you can also up the max connections as well, so it'll have more connections. As the search radius comes up, there'll be more connections. Now what it's doing, it's jumping to points on this subdivision here. So if we want this to have more anchor points, we just need more subdivisions on the plane. Okay, so let's just say we go 40 by 40. Now that's messed up, as you can see. So all we need to do is we go back to the connector and we just need to move this. Okay, it just kind of like shakes it up and resets it. So that has nicely anchored those cylinders to the floor, by having this connector. So now if we try it, they should try and take off, but as you can see, look, they're fully planted and anchored to the floor. Right, the other thing we need to add into the scene, just to make it a little bit more interesting, is some turbulence. So let's just put the strength up a little, put the scale up a little. Let's just play around with that, see what that kind of thing is going to do. We just want them all to move around like this, look. Jiggle around. And the other thing that'll make it a little bit more interesting, on the balloon tag, if we go to the surface here and target length, we can do a keyframe at 0 at 100%, and then we can say progress it on about 30 frames, and then put this about 140 and then keyframe it. And what that's going to do, it's going to add more material into here. Maybe a little bit. Hang on. Yeah, we for some reason it didn't record the first keyframe, so we need to make sure we've got it's going from 100. There we go. So it'll be a slow. Yeah, what you can't do with target length is just say have 140%, because it will just snap to it quickly and it will break the polygons and stuff. So it has to be a keyframed gradual thing. Okay, so they're going up. They're inflating. Let's have a look where they're going. Yeah, they're getting up to a certain point, and they're bouncing around there. Let's have a few more frames. Let's go 300. Okay, so that's that part of it. Now we just need to add in a ball, and then we're going to drop this ball, this sphere. Let's go 30. Let's put it in hexahedron. Let's pop it up there. Now, if we put a cloth tag on that. Now, if we just take out some of the bendiness and just make it more rigid by making it not soft and adding more poles in there, like 20. Okay, let's try that. Right, now, as you can see, the ball is going up because it's in the same scene with the gravity, which we've set here to go up 200, right? So it's all going to rise. So to make that ball fall into these, we need to add, under simulating forces, we need to add another gravity into here. And we need to bring it up there, and we need to put on a field, a linear field, and change that to y plus y, and then do something like that. So now if we try and play it, the ball is now going to fall. And probably got too much gravity in the other scene. Actually, let's take that down a little. Let's have like 50, something like that. So, because what we're trying to do is trying to get the ball to fall, the tubes to kind of rise up and sway around, but then the ball's then going to fall and be supported by them, because it's going to run. Basically what's going to happen is it's going to come out of this linear field, and then it's going to support the weight as it gets into here. Look. Okay, so we've got two gravities now acting in the same scene. We've got the project file gravity is going in the plus direction, and we've added a gravity that will fall at the normal gravity rate, where the ball is in between this linear field. So have a little play with this. It's quite a nice effect. A few things you can do. Yeah, is make sure you put a bit of turbulence in just to get these to move, get some inflation going on, and then what they will do is they will get initially like squashed by the ball, and then the tubes will then inflate over the 120 frames, and they will then support the ball and then push it back up. So we'll see if we can. Well, you saw it at the start anyway in the video at the beginning of this tutorial. So yeah, that's it. There's not really much to do here to set this up. Have a little go, have a little play, come up with some variations on this. It'll be great to see in the comments what you've come up with. If you want to share any of your work, that'd be fantastic. And I'm planning on doing some quick 4-minute quick tips next month in April. Just find a quick feature and just make a quick tutorial. It doesn't go on for half an hour. Just one that lasts only about 4 minutes. That's what I think I'll do. Just do a quick ones for you. That's it then. So have fun, and I'll speak to you in the quick tips, which I'll be working on next. My name is Mike from Visual Animation. Take care. Goodbye for now.